Welcome to Tiger Dragon Storm's podcast, the spiritual awakening show. I just wanted to make a short podcast directed towards those who have experienced the pure self, the pure reality, as far as we can with experiencing that which we call enlightenment or self-realization. If you have experienced this, and it's self-evident if you have, it's not something you can miss. So if you're thinking, is it me? Have I experienced enlightenment or self-realization? The lack of a self? If you're asking the question, then no, you have not. Because it's something you cannot ignore. It's impossible. So if you have experienced this beautiful realization of your natural, ever-present self, all I want to say is you may feel like you want to share the information with people and tell them they are wrong in how they think about life, about reality. You may feel a sense of authority on the subject of the nature of reality, of spirituality, of being a human even, as a human, of course, is within this same experience. This is fine if you feel that you can talk about the truth, but try not to let your understanding form itself and then manifest into a kind of uppity hierarchy spiritual ego. I say this because I've seen people talk down to others who are on the spiritual path. With great experiential knowledge, of course, comes great power. With that great power comes the opportunity to either help or belittle. Be aware, my friends, if you are belittling someone who has not experienced what you have experienced, who does not know about non-duality, Advaita Vedanta, so-called the truth. Help people, don't belittle them. Help people, do not make them feel smaller. To me, this is our duty as spiritual people, and especially people who have so-called awakened to that which you call the truth. With the understanding, of course, that there is no personal self that actually awakes. So yes, just be more humble. And if you feel like you can't respond to people from a place of love, then understand that you don't have to say anything. Because to be honest, if you have experienced the oneness, you understand that nothing needs to be done actually from a highest perspective. So allow people to live in their beliefs and live their path. Point them into a direction that is of more purity, of more love, more understanding, more reasoning, if they ask for it. Or put your thoughts out there in the world as I do, and people who resonate will be attracted. Just don't put people down and belittle them. It doesn't help anybody, and it just shows that actually you have not yet embodied the experience. To embody the experience is to know that essentially everything is okay, but also there's nothing wrong with playing this game that we call duality and living as a normal human being, which is one of questions and answers, of intelligence and ignorance. And in regards to deepening within the experience, there's always more you can learn about reality. And does that not make sense? If reality is infinite, then of course the possibility of deepening within reality, learning more about reality, that is our self, the possibilities are also endless. So we keep learning, we keep discovering within this beautiful existence. As I said, I just wanted to make a quick talk on this subject, and I wish you a wonderful day or evening, my fellow expression of consciousness. Thank you for listening or watching this episode. If you are listening to it on my podcast, please follow. If you're watching this podcast on YouTube, please subscribe, and you'll stay up to date with the latest answers to the many interesting questions that the spiritual world has to offer. See you in the next one.